This would be a nice place for my little squirrel to live. In the last show, we showed you a little squirrel that we called Peapod the pocket squirrel. And we've had so many people write and call about him. I want to show him again. Maybe we can introduce him to you again in case you missed him last time. We called him a pocket squirrel because he would absolutely, I think, live in my pocket continually. There he is. Isn't he the sweetest little thing? He's just a little baby gray squirrel. And he climbs down in my pocket at home and rides around there all day. And then sometimes he even falls asleep in the old pocket, and he'll stay there for hours and hours if I allow him to. There. I'm just making some little evergreens while you watch it. See, now when he climbs down the pocket, that's what he looks like when he's asleep. I want you to see what he looks like up close. Isn't he something? Of course, he's got huge foots for his size. He's been with me now for about a month, and he'll be ready to go in just a few more weeks, maybe a few more months. Sometimes I keep them a little longer than actually I have to make sure they got the best possible start in life, and then we turn them loose and off they go. And pretty soon they have their own little squirrels and little condo in Miami and car payments and BMW, you know, all this regular problems that the rest of us have. Hi, welcome back. I'm glad you could join me today. Today I have a special friend with me here that I want to show him to you. This is my little friend Hoot, and Hoot's a little baby owl, and he is a character. And as you can see, Hoot and I have the same hairdresser. Boy, that son of a gun's got a hair that looks just like mine. And he's he's about 2 weeks old now. And this is his first time in front of a camera, so he's a little nervous. But I borrowed him from the bird lady so I could show you. That's Diane Schaefer. She lives here in Muncie, and she takes care of all these little characters when they get hurt. This one was orphaned. As I say, he's about 2 weeks old. Hey, isn't he something, though? Beautiful little bird. Yeah. You going to talk a little bit? I'm going to bring this snow all the way up here. And while I'm doing that, I want to share with you one of the most fantastic little creatures that you've ever seen, because this will all be just the same. This is a little deer that Diana Schaefer there brought here to the station for us to see. She's the bird lady here in Muncie. This deer was found right outside of Muncie in a farmer's field, and it had been orphaned. And Diana has raised this little deer, and today it's been set free, and he really is doing fantastic. But I had such a good time with this little fella. I spent several hours just playing with him, and I thank Diana for sharing that with us. He is absolutely gorgeous. We didn't even name him, but it always looks like Bambi to me when I see a little deer. But isn't he something? That has to be one of the most gorgeous creatures God has ever made. I'd like to take him home and just keep him as a pet. But that's not what he's meant to be. He's meant to be free. As I say, he's already been turned loose. This was shot about 3 months ago. There. But isn't he the most beautiful little thing? I get to watching the deer. I have a monitor here. I get watching a deer and quit painting. Let me show you one of my little creatures. This is I want to have him bring up a little raccoon here that I played with. This came from one of our rehab ladies close to where I live, named Carmen Shaw. And I borrowed him. He's a loner raccoon, but he's the cutest little devil. And he's so much fun to play with. But they do grow up and they get a little nasty sometimes. One of them little rascals can. So if you're raising a raccoon, be careful when they grow up. They're pretty tough little characters. But when they're babies like this, God's never made a more delightful little thing. And they're just like feeding a little baby. They just lay there, and when they're done, you pat them on the back and they burp. I get sort of carried away with these little characters. Shoot. My mother lives with me, and her and I have all kinds of these little characters. Isn't that precious little devil, though? See the milk running out of his mouth? He's not very neat. Tell you what I want to do. You know, I always talk about nature so much, and I'm such a fanatic. I want to introduce you to my little friend. Look right here. Can you see him? This is my little friend Peep. He's a little robin, and he lives with me. I'm taking care of him till he gets a little bit better and he can fly away. And from Peep and myself, we'd like to wish you happy painting. God bless. See you next time. Now, just recently, myself and Diane Schaefer, she's the bird lady here in Muncie, we released that robin when he was full grown. I had raised him from a little tiny baby until he was a big bird. And Diane and I let him go close to her house. And that's really, there he went. That really makes it all worthwhile. My gosh, I must have spent half my life for a while there running around and chasing earthworms to feed this little robin. But I just wanted you to see that he was all right. He grew up, and I was so proud to let him go. This year, I raised 7 little birds, and they all went. We had everything from robins to starlings. I even raised some starlings, and I know they may not be the best bird in the world, but I like them. I like all little birds.